Welcome to video training 4 of the Delegation Magic Complete Document Management and Workflow System. This is on the third module, creating a How We Do It Here instruction manual on how you run your business and doing that on the fly so that we can get work off the owner's desk forever. As you remember, work comes into the system at the lowest cost, where we actually name and organize the task, and then we assign it to your low-level staff person in office. They can either reassign the work back out of the office up to their manager, or they can do the work themselves. But the real big objective of Delegation Magic is to keep work off the owner's desk. The value of building an operations manual is so that you do not have to explain things over and over. Now, the impact of this on your life is tremendous. How many times have you looked at one of your staff people and said, you know, this is the 7th time you're thinking this, the 7th time I've explained how this task should be done in the last 2 years. And you have to do this. Or you run up and down the hall and you explain to somebody how you expect things done. That person leaves and all of your training goes out the window with them. That's one of the reasons turnover is so expensive. Wouldn't it be great to be able to do things one time and then it's done forever? Well, we can actually accomplish that. Let's go back to our screen. Whenever a task comes in and it gets bumped up to you, it's at the top of the skill chain or at one of your managers, don't run down the hall and explain how to do this job to your staff. Go ahead and do it one time. But we want to document how you did it, and then we want to delegate it from now on. It's the old do it, document it, and delegate it process. All we'll do is click a green button that says record, and your computer will turn into a movie camera. And it'll start recording what you see on the screen. Now, the reason this is valuable is because you'll just simply talk while you're recording your screen and do the task. What happens here is you're creating in real time an example of how you get work done. Let's say a difficult transaction comes in, like a Home Depot credit memo, and it's job costing over 2 different jobs. And that's a very difficult transaction for one of your staff people to handle. So what you will do is you'll bring it up on the screen and you'll do it. Now, if you're using dual monitors, you may need to drag one screen into the recording box or another, but just talk as you do the job. And this is the miracle, because 2 months from now, 6 months from now, when that job costing problem comes in again, Home Depot sends us another credit memo. As soon as the dot names it a vendor Home Depot credit memo, our system goes out and searches the library for help files. And when it finds that help file, it brings it up on the screen. You can see this. Look back at our screen. There's the little green television icon. Now, at any time you can add help files to any particular transaction, and the help file is going to be named, who is it from, what is their name, what is the type of work we're doing. And so you can upload any help file, and the help files can be a combination of video clips, or it could just simply be a Word document or a flow chart, a checklist in a spreadsheet form. However you choose to put up your help files, create these on the fly. But I'll tell you something else that's really interesting. We actually have our staff do this. We have our staff do this all the time, because when they leave, I want the next person to step right in the job and have a list of how we do things here left behind. And that way, when they come in and they bring on a new job, all they have to do is look at the help files. Now let's go back to our screen. I'll show you what happens. That difficult transaction comes in and your staff person looks at it and says, oh, I don't know how to do this. But as soon as they click the little green television, a video starts to play. And our objective is to keep this work, because we use bottom-up management by exception processes. So when jobs come in and they're tough, they get bumped up. We want to keep that work from ever getting to the top. So we do it once, we document it, and then we delegate it. And it's that simple. This is probably the most valuable portion of the Delegation Magic system, besides going paperless and never losing a document again, to be able to leave a track record and a trail of how you do everything in your company. And you know what happens? That frees you up. And if I can free you up for an additional 2 hours a day or 4 hours a day from tedious work, that allows you to build a great business. This is Casey Truby from Delegation Magic. We work here to keep your cash register ringing.